Thank you for joining us for this episode of US Law Live. This podcast is brought to you by US Law's official corporate partners, SEA Limited, American Legal Records, Arcadia Settlements Group, Immersion Legal, Marshall Investigative Group, and MDD Forensic Accountants. We very much appreciate your support and partnership. Welcome, everybody, to another exciting edition of the US Law Live podcast, US Law's official podcast brought to you by our wonderful corporate sponsors. I am Mike Judy from the Dysart Taylor firm in Kansas City, Missouri. And with me is my lovely co-host, Pam Halford of Carr Allison in Dothan, Alabama. Hello, Pam.
Hi, Mike. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Doing good. It's hot as blue blazes down here in Dothan, Alabama, but I'm surviving and thriving.
The
Um,
armpit of the country,
that's
as
exactly
you
right.
lovingly put it.
That's exactly right. Now, further south than me is my partner who joins us today, who really needs no introduction because she is a woman extraordinaire known far and wide, Alison Sausaman from Carr Allison.
Hey guys, good afternoon.
How
Hi.
are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm watching a nice rainstorm roll in right about now.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well, that'll cool it off.
Yeah, maybe get under 100 today.
Eek. That sounds miserable. Allison, you sounded so professional when you said hello to us, even though you know Mike and I very well.
I do. I do. I'm trying to sound professional for the podcast.
I
After
think she's been
listening, after
practicing.
listening to myself for an hour yesterday on a mock jury, I'm trying to use some nice inflection and not be monotoned and nasally.
And how long did you prepare for that? Just saying, not your mock trial, just saying hello to jump into the podcast, which took you longer.
About 3 seconds. But I think it went well. I think I nailed it.
You did absolute A plus. Great job, Allison. What's going on down there in Jacksonville?
Just trying to beat the heat and enjoying Florida's lovely Supreme Court mandate that we don't get continuances anymore. So everybody's got about 20 cases set for trial on any given week. And we're just playing hot potato and trying to keep our heads above water and trying to not die of heat stroke in the meantime.
No continuances, like
No
just
continuances.
not for any
Absent.
reason.
Yeah. So our experts don't know who's going to trial. We don't know who's going to trial. And it's just utter chaos. But that's
Oh, what's the justification there? Trying to clean up the docket?
trying to clean up the post-COVID, just lag. So no continuances absent, very, very extraordinary circumstances. And that's obviously, the definition of extraordinary circumstances varies a lot, but basically they're just making everyone be ready every week, and you just go and show up and hope for the best.
Wow. Are y'all still experiencing tons of growth in your office, Allison?
We are. Everyone thought that tort reform was going to really slow down the tidal wave of litigation, and it has not in the slightest. If anything, people seem more litigious than ever. So lawsuits keep coming in. We are hiring people as quickly as we can possibly find them, and we continue to grow, and everything's going really well in old Jacksonville.
What
Good,
keeps
good,
you
good.
busy
I'm
day
happy
to
to hear
day?
that.
What are you
Pardon?
working on? I said, what are you working on? What keeps you busy day to day?
At work?
Just in general. But no, yes, at work to start.
I'm working on, I mean, all kinds of things. I oversee about 10 people, and I primarily do retail cases. So, your average slip and falls, trip and falls to got a lot of negligent security right now. And we do a lot of emergency responses for negligent security. Jacksonville is a very dangerous city, apparently. A lot of shootings, and we get out there right away when those happen. So we've been doing a lot of that lately. It's a little frightening how often we are getting called to the scene for shooting cases and interviewing employees and gathering video and that kind of thing. But just doing all that and prepping for all these trials that aren't going to actually go because you can't try 200 cases in one week in front of the same judge. So just trying to stay afloat with all that.
Before I come visit you, Allison, Mike, I'm going down in a couple months to visit Allison, and I'm gonna have to like go through my route with you to make sure that I don't stop at any of these hotbed for shooting locations because I really would like to just enjoy your fancy club and not get shot on my way there. That'd be preferable.
Well, maybe just, go ahead and fill up before you cross the Florida line and don't drink any liquids in the car. And I think you'll get here safely if you do those things. I remember I used to drive I went to law school in Tallahassee at Florida State, and my now husband was living in Birmingham, side note, Pam and my husband were in the same section of their 1L year of law school at Cumberland. So that was really fun when I went to my first Carl Allison Christmas party, and Pam was like, "Why are you here?" And I thought, "Who is this girl?" And she was talking to my husband. So anyway,
That's pretty off-brand for Pam. She's usually not that direct and forward.
yeah,
Very
Pam is
buttoned up.
very demure.
Yes.
So anyway, I used to drive from Tallahassee to Birmingham from time to time, and I would pass right on through Little Dothan, Alabama, and I always made sure that I was filled up before I got there because there was a big old stretch where there were no gas stations in between Tallahassee and Dothan. So make sure your car has gas before you get to that spot.
Well, I love that, Allison. Who knew?
We were meant to be.
We were meant to be. I told Robin the other day, Robin is our marketing director, Mike, and I told her the other day, I said, Allison and I are like the same person. And she goes, No, you're not.
I mean, Allison's
No, we're
eyes got
not.
real big, and so did mine. Yeah, you guys, you're both wonderful human beings, but I
Judy
would
and I
not
are
call
the
you the
same
same.
person.
Oh,
Oh,
we're
it's so
close.
funny.
We're pink pony girls.
That's exactly right. I mean,
That's
don't make me
exactly
break into
right.
song this early into the pod. I couldn't get Torrance to sing. Maybe I can get you to sing it before we're done.
Oh,
This
absolutely
is
not.
this is kind of the Pink Pony Club since we all three have matching t-shirts.
We do. We do. We're going to wear them at the fall conference together.
That's 100% right. My kids are still very surprised as to why I wear that t-shirt around the house, and I
Love
do
it.
wear it around the house.
If
Love
mine could
that.
read, they would ask questions. No. Hazel can read. She just wanted to know why she didn't get one, and I had to tell her that Pam said they were out of kid sizes.
I mean, you'll find once they can start reading and spelling, it is much harder to have an adult conversation with your spouse and spell certain things. We got away with that for years, and now our youngest can finally read and spell. He'll be like, "Why are you talking about that?" And I'm like, "Uh-oh."
My 6-year-old can spell pretty well. I mean, obviously there's plenty of words she can't spell, but she knows GRUMPY or TIRED, and she gets very upset when she hears me mouthing that Hazel is TIRED. Or I'll
Ah,
say, Ken, I'm gonna sneak out. I need to go to TARGET. And she's like, "You're not going to Target without me."
Mm.
oh, that's funny. Allison, we usually ask our guests to come to the podcast with a hot topic, something that is super important in their world right now, or that they want to bring to our listeners, or something that keeps them up at night. And you're no different. We asked you to do the same thing. So, what you bring us today, girl?
So one of the things I was thinking about when I was trying to think of a good hot topic besides AI, which I feel like I've talked about too much lately, is we this came up at the retail conference, but there was a section on, kind of going beyond like the traditional social media and getting creative in with discovery of new technology and kind of related things. So that's something that's been on my mind a lot lately. I think I've talked about for years and intended to get records for years when I have plaintiffs who play golf a lot, but I had never actually done it until recently. And I had this plaintiff, and it was a very high value case potentially, primarily because the plaintiff was a surgeon and there was a massive lost wage claim potential. And it turns out he was a really big golfer. And I figured that out because we found some social media posts that his wife shouldn't have probably posted. And so that led us to try to get the golf record. So I subpoenaed GHIN, GHIN, which anyone who plays golf knows what that means, but basically that's where you input your handicap. And so it was really easy to do. I got records almost immediately, and it's an Excel spreadsheet. And it says every time they've played golf, because any serious golfer is going to input their handicap every time they play. And so they're going to input it. So it says where they were, what golf course they were at, what tees they played from, what they scored, etc. And so that's really helpful information when you have someone who's a frequent golfer like my plaintiff was. And he was going to some of the most exclusive clubs in the country. He was a good golfer. He was playing a heck of a lot more than he said in his deposition. And his whole claim was he couldn't stand, so he couldn't do surgery anymore. And so it was really funny that he could, walk for 5 hours to play golf, but couldn't stand and do a surgery. So that was really neat, and it made me realize that's something I need to be doing a lot more. And it made me think of a lot of other things like tennis, pickleball. I know at my country club, like you sign up anytime you play tennis or pickleball, and there's just a lot. Everything is so app-based now that there's a lot of stuff I think we're leaving on the table as far as discovery goes. And, a lot of things we can and should be asking for when we have these, seemingly frivolous claims. So the golf kind of got me going on it. And then I also realized the same plaintiff, a very active guy, was a diehard. He had testified that he used to love doing riding my mountain bikes, and he couldn't do it anymore because he can't stand on a bike, and he had sold his bike, all this stuff. And I happened to, when I was deposing his wife, just say, well, has he tried like riding a Peloton? And she said, oh yeah, we got him one for Father's Day. And I'm not a Peloton rider, not great athlete right here, but turns out you can like Peloton, that app is public, and anyone who has the Peloton app can look it up. So I made my much more athletic friends pull that up for me, and you can see every workout someone's done. You can see exactly what workout they did on what day. And so we ended up having a field day making a PowerPoint showing every app he had, every workout he had done, every time he had played golf. And needless to say, the value of that claim went down pretty significantly. And so I've been brainstorming since then and trying to make a list for our paralegals of everything we should be asking for and subpoenaing. One of them made me think of you, Pam, which is the Aura Ring. Pam is a proud new owner of an Aura Ring. Thank you, Amazon Prime. And so, that was something, because I guess and Pam, you know more than I do, I think the Aura Ring tracks your fitness or movement or something.
It tracks literally everything. It tells me if
Everything.
I'm happy today or if I'm going to be sad today. It
It,
tracks everything.
no, and
So
I
I
don't mean to
started
get
thinking we
off.
need to
Oh, go ahead.
ask plaintiffs that. Sorry, Mike.
No, go. I mean, I was going to get off topic and ask Pam if her aura ring has a placebo effect like it does on my wife. She will wake up like, oh, I'm in a bad mood, and then she'll check the app and she's like, actually, it says I slept well and I should be happy today, and it instantly flips.
Nice.
I have worn it for approximately 4 days, so unclear, Mike. But thus far, I will say absolutely it is effective. I woke up this morning and I was like, I think I slept okay. And then it told me I slept poorly. And I was like, man, I'm so tired.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
don't fall for it. So when did you hit Mr. Plaintiff with all of this information? Did you get the aha deposition moment, or was it saved for something else?
So it wasn't my case. I was asked to come in and help and take the wife's deposition because she had a loss of consortium claim, and my male partner wanted me to be the one to tackle that depo. Um, so I took the wife's depo, and that's when we busted out all the social media posts. That's when I learned about the Peloton, and we talked about the golf a lot in that. And then that led to the subpoenas and pulling all of that, which we then, the grand display, my Vanna White moment was at mediation. Um, so saved it for that. Obviously, the timing is very case specific on when you want to pull it out. But anyway, so I think if we subpoena Pam's Aura Ring in a few months, it may have very interesting data for us.
It will have
Um,
similar to what yours would look like, Allison. It would not have very much physical activity. Lots of like hand with cocktail towards face. if it tracks that much movement.
I bet it would look really happy on days when you played Mahjong.
Oh my God, it would be so happy.
Are you both Mahjong players?
Yes, I
I
got Allison into it.
I'm a
Oh,
convert. Jessica Dark and Pam are very much to thank for that. I was not going to be a convert, but here I am. And Robin Claudio, our marketing director. And now I really enjoy it. Once I start playing, I kind of can't stop.
I
Allison is
mean,
like the queen of one more game,
Yeah.
um, which I
isn't it
love.
overwhelming? I tried to play once, and the little cards with what you can and can't do and what
That's
matches
very
what, it's,
confusing.
So Mike, you have to be fairly sober when you learn. That's what I
well,
When you learn, but not when you continue to
Not when
play.
you play, just when you learn the initial rules.
I mean, and how long? I mean, what's the learning process? Are we talking an hour, 2 hours,
Oh,
10
yeah,
hours?
I think by like two, three games, I think you pretty much get it, other than you'll have a few clarification questions you need to ask here and there. And then I think the shuffling and the Charleston at the beginning is the most confusing part.
That's what I told somebody the other day that I think the deal is really the most confusing
We
situation.
we taught my cousin this weekend, so what we did was basically we just told her, don't even try to learn that part, let's just play. And we kind of did it for her. And then once she played like two games, then we kind of eased her into the dealing.
Have you
Now,
seen
do you have
Messy
your,
Mahjong, Allison?
ooh,
What?
Have you seen Messy Mahjong?
No.
You don't rack anything, you just leave all the tiles in the middle, and then you draw up your 13 or 14, whoever's the dealer. It's good for two players. Um,
Okay.
and then you just pull it out the middle. It like saves time. Mike, are you like thrilled by this conversation?
I mean, I have so many questions. Do you have your own Mahjong sets? How many
Of
cats do you
course.
have? I mean, do you play in your, like, do you get just out of bed in your pajamas and go immediately to your Mahjong set?
No.
If
No.
there were people to mahjong with, yes. I'll be with my family at the beach next week and they all play. So I imagine that's what I'll be doing a lot of the time.
Yeah, I
Alice,
have too much problem sitting still. I don't think I could ever play Mahjong.
does MJ play?
She does not. Same
Okay.
problem. She also does not like to sit still for very long.
I've seen you sit pretty still at a bar, so I feel like we could
I
incorporate a
mean,
cocktail and get you
that's,
there.
yeah, I mean, if you want to do it with like different type of beer labels or something that I have to match up, I'm sure I could get that real quick.
Allison, when does Hazel start school?
She starts Monday, I think it's August 8th or whatever that Monday is, and then maybe it's the 11th, and then yeah, the 11th, and then my twins start, I think the 14th, and I'm set for trial that week. So I'm
Oh
asking the
gosh.
court to move me back a week so I can go to everybody's first day.
Does that count as justification for a continuance?
I'm not asking for a continuance. I'm on a 2 week docket, and so I'm just asking to be set for the second week.
Oh, okay.
We'll see.
Mike, Hazel, Allison's oldest, and my daughter are the same age. So
What grade are
we
they going into?
First.
first,
Hmm. And
And they are
how's the
spunky, and we don't know
nervousness?
where they got it.
yeah.
Yeah, I wonder. Are they having back to school jitters yet? Or are they looking
No.
forward to it? No. Yeah.
No jitters. Hazel had actually like organized all of her uniforms yesterday when I went in her room. And she's like me, like she's very type A, and she's already starting to get real ready. The school supplies are organized, and she's ready to go.
What have they been
Adeline
doing with their
is
summer? The
what
Pardon?
kiddos. So
what
what have your
Mike?
kiddos been I said, what have your kiddos been doing with their summer?
We do different camps like every week, or well, Hazel does a different camp every week. My twins are in the same camp. It's really like school all summer. So this week Hazel is in clay camp. And she is doing different things with clay all day, every day. And she is all about it. But the most exciting part to her was that she gets to ride a bus from, it's a school with multiple campuses in Jacksonville. And so she gets to ride the bus from the campus right by my house where the twins go to like the big high school for the camp. and she is just tickled pink about riding the bus, and also that they get to go through the line in the cafeteria. So those are the highlights. Don't really know a lot about how the clay is going, but I know all about the bus and the cafeteria.
Is it a full day camp?
It's 9 to 3.
Wow.
Yeah,
None
a
of
lot of
our camps
play.
are like 8:30 to 10. I mean, it's like the shortest little camps ever.
Yeah. She's done cheer camp, tennis camp, art camp. Um, we're kind of on that rotation.
Yeah, that's what we're on too. We still have cheer camp and dance camp left. Right now she's at one of the multiple vacation Bible schools she'll go to this summer. You know, got to keep them busy, Allison. Keep them
Yep.
out of your hair.
Keep them busy, and they really love all the camps. And then we're gonna do a little trip the next 2 weeks, like kind of some last into summer, back to school, last hurrahs.
Where are you
Fun.
going?
We're going to the beach with my family, and then we are going to a lake in northern Georgia with my husband's best friend and his kid. They have kids kind of comparable ages, so we rented a pontoon boat and just kind of lake life.
How fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
I assume no trials set during that 2 week stretch.
I mean, there probably are.
One of your 10 people can handle it for you.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. Allison, you reading anything good right now?
I don't know if
Outside of
there's
case
anything
related
that's
stuff?
podcast appropriate. No, I'm kidding. I am reading, I just started, gosh, what is it? Oh, I just downloaded The Women. It's
Hmm.
by, what's her name? Krista something. She wrote The Nightingale.
Hmm.
Got it? I just downloaded that like yesterday on my book. I got caught up in a juicy TV series last week. So I was on The Better Sister, which I actually read first, and it was kind of a murder mystery. And now I need to read a book, and we'll try and watch
Have
a
you
read.
done Emily Henry's new one yet?
That's the other one I just downloaded. What is
Um,
it, like Big Beautiful Life or something?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I doubt those are the two I bought together. And then they just announced my August book club book, so I need to go download that.
Ooh, tell me about book club once a month.
Once a month, yeah, someone hosted at their house, usually on Monday nights. After everybody goes to bed, everybody brings bottle wine, and it's good because it's gotten me to read books I would never have picked out and that I've actually really enjoyed. To date, my two favorite book club books have been Remarkably Bright Creatures about the octopus. Never would have read
Mhm.
that. The first 10 pages or so when the octopus was talking, thought it was very bizarre and didn't know if I could continue, and ended up absolutely loving that book. And then I loved Lessons in Chemistry. So those were my two favorites so far. Those were both last year. Um, I
I
did,
have stopped and started lessons in chemistry no less than 10 times and cannot get through it.
oh, I loved it. And then my book I was January this year, and my book, I always do like a murder suspense, was First Lie Wins, and that was really good.
It was very good. I
Yeah,
loved that one.
me too. I wanted to do Ina Garten. I just read her memoir, and I wanted to do an Ina Garten one where we read the book and everybody comes and like makes an Ina Garten dish, but we haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, that would be really fun.
Hmm.
I
Um,
have nothing to add. I'm not a reader. I do not read outside of work. So
wow, Mike,
where do you find these books? I mean, are you
so
just Googling?
intellectual you are.
Well, I mean, is that a big mystery?
Honestly, I find them a lot from my friend, like at the Women's Connection. A lot of us were talking about our books and book clubs and kind of swapping titles, and have talked about kind of trying to parlay that into a little group, maybe book club or something. But I get, word of mouth, or I have a few Instagrams. There's one I really like called Beach Reads and Bubbly, and she rates all the books and kind of gives just a couple sentence synopsis. But whether I'm reading a lot really depends on what I'm doing kind of at that time. If I'm really stressed, I don't want to read when I get home. I need really trashy television.
Whoop,
Um,
whoop.
yeah, so that's when I watch
What's your
Bravo.
go-to?
I watch Bravo.
Bravo?
I'm a loyal Bravo follower, or I'm probably like the last person on earth that still watches Grey's Anatomy. I don't know why I can't
You
quite.
are the last person. I gave up like 2 years
I
ago.
know, I know. And then I am watching Bachelor in Paradise right now as my trash of the week. I wasn't going to until I saw they were bringing the Golden Bachelor and Bachelorettes, and I'm there for the Golden Bachelor and Bachelorettes because I enjoy watching them far more.
That's the older ones.
Yes,
Okay.
they're hilarious.
I love it. Did you watch that? Were you telling me you were going to watch that with your cousin this weekend?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I did.
Now, where is she?
That cousin, the one who was there last week for the baby shower, she's in Washington, D.C. She works for Amazon in foreign policy.
Oh, well, that was nice that you got to
Yeah,
spend some time with her.
yeah.
How
So she stayed
great.
with me for a week, and it's probably the last time I'll see her for a while without the baby. So she came and spent a whole week at my house, and um we got to really catch up.
How fun. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what's your go-to trash on Bravo? I'm very interested. See, now Bravo I will watch passively through Mary Jane because she is also a Bravo junkie.
Right.
I
Mike
mean,
pretends like he doesn't watch it, but secretly he's like,
I
what
mean,
did Teresa just do?
yeah,
I love
exactly.
I love the Real Housewives. I watch almost every city of Real Housewives. I do all the below decks. I like Southern Charm. Once in a blue, back in the day, I really liked Ladies of London. That's
Oh,
gone.
yes. It's coming
Um,
back.
is it?
Yeah. New
Uh,
cast, but it's coming back.
See, I don't watch commercials because I watch everything on Peacock, so I never know what's coming.
Are you
I
auditioning for the Real Housewives of Jacksonville?
Oh, I'm already cast.
I think we need a Real Housewives of US Law is what we need.
Oh
I
Lord.
mean, yeah, it was I'd watch it.
I would too. It could be another like a spin-off from our podcast, you
Judy,
know?
you'd be one of those real house husbands though who's really should be holding the peach.
I mean, 1,000%. I mean, I am very, very good in my role as a kept man. I will, I'll stay with Mary Jane until she drops me like a bad habit.
The thing is, you as a house husband, you have to be willing to roll around in the muck with
Yeah.
the housewives. And Mike, you fit that bill like none other.
I mean, I will spill all the tea and throw all the wine. I don't care.
Yes, that's
Mike
exactly
Judy
what we
is like
want.
the only person on in a lot of group texts with a lot of females, and he's also in the Instagram reel sharing group with a bunch of reels that are really geared
Hmm.
towards women, and he participates like the best of them.
I mean, I am in touch and comfortable with who I am.
You would almost not know that you have four boys at your house instead of four girls.
Yeah, I'll tell them that you said that and see how they
Yeah.
react.
I
They're
think I'll
gonna
be off
listen
the
to this
Christmas
video.
card list if you tell them that.
No, no, never,
Yeah,
never.
maybe just send them this episode, Mike, and let them come to their own conclusions. See if they listen. You'll know if they listen, depending upon how pissed they are.
No, they've tried to start listening to this podcast a couple of times because, in theory, they think it's cool, and then they get about 3 minutes in and they're like, "This is boring." I'm like, "Thanks, guys."
Obviously, it was not one that you and I hosted, Mike, because no one
That's
would
true.
ever think that was boring.
That's true.
No hate, no shade, Nick and Jessica.
Yeah, yeah. We know who the people come to see, though.
That's right. Well, I'm sure this one is going to get a lot of listens and likes. We thank you, Allison, for being with us today. And is there anything that you want to leave our listeners with before we let you go?
No, I think that's all. Judy, you can come to BravoCon with me and Pam, though.
Just tell me when and where, and my plane ticket will be purchased. I
Perfect.
mean,
Absolutely.
wait, I don't watch Bravo. Mary Jane watches
We'll
Bravo.
do we'll do a
That's what I meant to
podcast.
say.
We can do a podcast live from there.
But
There you go.
yes,
Yeah, volume
We'll
two.
get all the lawyer housewives, Emily, Phaedra.
that'd be perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect, perfect. All
Mm.
right, guys. Well, thanks so much for being here today and listening to another episode of US Law Live. Stay tuned next week for another exciting episode. Thanks.